Hey guys, so I thought I would start a whole brand new video and just scrap the other one and just get to the point and see if you guys are on this one. Okay, because I really enjoy your comments, and when I was seeing that I kind of had the settings on the other video without being able to enjoy your comments, I was like, oh no, 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 no. Ah, there's a comment. Yes, Keith. Hey, Keith, Hannah, how you doing? See, guys, that's what I love. Welcome. Thank you so much for commenting on my channel, guys. You know, as soon as I saw that the live to air, the last one I was on, was at like no comments, and I tried to figure it out and everything. I was like, no, I'm closing out. I do this for you guys and with you guys. You know, good. You were watching the other one, Keith? Well, I got to tell you, lots has been going on. Mm. The I think the curfew here is going to be um, put back in place. I keep curfew. You said see. Yes, you were watching the other one. Thank you for watching the other one. Juan, thank you for joining. Lance, you look so different. I look so different. I look so different. How do I look different? Maybe very pale. The reason why I'm very pale is because I have been in the house for 2 days working and recuperating straight up. Oh my gosh. I had like the time of my life the other night at Goddess Lounge. It was really nice. A lot of us were there. We were chilling and hanging out. Mr. T, you guys check it out. You guys watch the videos and you will see that I was lit. The whole place was lit. But we were having fun. And we had our social distancing enough. And we had our masks, you know, and we all got home when we were supposed to. So, guys, the cost of living here, I was like in a serious, you know, conversation with you guys when I was getting to, when I realized that I wasn't getting any questions. And I know you guys always ask some questions. Here we go. Brian. Hi, Cerise. Hey, Brian. David Rich. Woohoo! You're going to be here, baby, soon, soon. Yes, we're back. See, I was looking for you in Sosua and couldn't find you. I wanted to meet up. Aw, thank you. I have a phone number, guys, if you're in Sosua. Sometimes I can't meet up even if you do call me. So, well, don't call me, leave me a message on WhatsApp. But I have the phone number, 829-702-7726. And then we have, okay, again, Danny, hello, Cerise. Hey, Danny Acosta. And David Rich. Mr. T sounded great. Mr. T did sound great on karaoke. You guys watched that video. C, do you have COVID? No, why would you ask me that, C? Oh my gosh. Lance, I like the face. Can I buy some from you to sell in the States? Explain that one to me a little bit more. Yoga, 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 yoga. I need a villa with a pool for 3 months. Face mask. Face mask. Lance. Yes, I put. Oh, this face mask. Ah, it's beautiful, right? Look at it. I know. And I'm not trying to big up this whole thing going on in the world, but look at just the art behind it. Beautiful. 500 pesos. And there's no way I can get them to you, unfortunately. Not that I know right now, not unless I team up with somebody that delivers them or does delivery and that can deliver them out for me. How beautiful is that? Oh well. I'll get more into that another day. But yeah, guys, you know what are your questions about money here? Because in the other video I was on just now, I was talking about how you can save some really good money. A lot of you guys are like, nope, I need all the essentials, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, but you can create all the essentials. And how many videos do I tell you guys? You can create all the essentials that you need here. You can rent an apartment for 500 bucks a month and not 800 bucks a month and get your own everything. Get your own internet, pay your own electricity. I had a big old argument with a dude. Oh my gosh, my cell phone. Oh, I'm recording with my cell phone right now. I had a big old argument with a dude over electricity. And so I should talk about that right now with you guys. When you guys come here, it is different than Airbnb most times. Now, sometimes you can get an apartment where the electricity is included in the rent. And if the electricity is included in the rent, then the rent's going to be more expensive, at least by 100 bucks. You know, sometimes 150, because the landlord has no idea how much electricity you are going to build up over the time that you are there. Sometimes people leave the air conditioner on when they leave the apartment and go to the beach all day, because when they get into that apartment, they want that apartment lit up with beautiful cold air. They don't even want to wait 1 minute for it to get cold. So they have to pay that extra rent when people want air conditioner. Now, the reason why I don't do that with my clients is because I know that not everybody is going to charge an extra 150, 200, 250 on the rent if they pay their own electricity. If you get what I mean. So if you're paying like 700 bucks a month and you're paying electricity, you're probably overpaying if it's a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom. Oh, I understand right now why you just asked me if I have COVID. It just kicked in as my voice got raspy. I was out the other night at Goddess Lounge. Watch the video 2 days ago. I've been recuperating since. I've been in my apartment just chilling out. Seriously, I haven't even slept outside in 2 days. And that's probably why I'm so pale. But I've been working. I work from home. But you can hear me on the video. I'm like, woo! You know, so no. It clicked in. Sorry. But yes, when it comes to electricity, some, if you get everything included, the rent is so much more, So if there's a place that's like 500 bucks and you have to pay the rent extra, the electricity extra, do that and time yourself. Usually outside of the house, outside of the apartment, there's a whole bunch of different meters, those circular things where they have numbers that change every day. They're usually silver, right? They have them with the glass on the front. They have those a lot right here, and all you do when you move in, you ask your landlord which one is yours. You just say to your landlord, which one is mine? They'll show you, you look at the numbers, you write the numbers down, and you ask your landlord how much pesos for each kilowatt, I think. Sorry, I don't really know the whole technical term, but each light portion that you need to use, So they will tell you right off the spot. At Caribe Campo, it's 14 pesos. I know that, 2 years ago, it was 14 pesos, right? And so it really depends on how much you're using. If you use a lot of air conditioner, then some people in Caribe Campo have used up to 200 bucks a month, and that's expensive, 200 bucks a month here. I've never used the air conditioner at all. I've been here going on 2 months now. One day I turned the air conditioner on just to see what it's like, because I have air conditioner in my bedroom and also in my spare room. And I turned it on just to see what it would be like. And I was like, I don't need it. And those are the things where if you can sacrifice that, you're going to get something cheaper. If you don't need an air conditioner, a lot of people contact me and they're like, Cerise, I really want something economical, but I need something with an air conditioner. Once you say air conditioner, you are bumping your stuff up by at least 150, 200 bucks when there's an air conditioner. And you will be paying your own electricity most times, okay? Not all the time, depending on the rent. But let's say that your budget is 500. Let's just keep it at 500 because that's usually the average. So your budget is like 500 bucks, right? And you want to spend 500 bucks on rent, no more, and you're careful about your electricity. Again, you look on the meter, you write all the numbers down, you find out how much it is for each watt of energy or whatever, and you keep six on that. You watch that. After 3 days, you'll know exactly. You just do the multiplication, and you'll know exactly how much your electricity is going to be. But sorry, Noche and Heroes below me. But what you really want to do is not think that the electricity is going to be all that. Like once you say air conditioner, you are putting your price up automatically. You are automatically putting up your income to another high level. Like for instance, here though, I mean, I do have a few places. I don't want to make it sound like it's going to be a whole bunch expensive if you want air conditioner. That's not what I'm saying. I can get a few places for like 350 bucks a month with air conditioner. To the one that was 250 bucks a month that I was talking about before, I think on the other video, is with air conditioner. So it is probably air conditioner with something very economical. So I'm not saying it's not. All I'm saying is chances are when you're looking for an air conditioner, you're looking for a pool as well, you're probably looking for something that's gated, secure, and you're just a little nervous about things, right? So you should expect to pay at least 50 bucks a month, right, for electricity. No more if you are watching what you're doing, electricity. So anyway, this guy had this little tiff. He said to me, everything included? And I said, yes, everything included. And he's like, okay, great, 750 with a beautiful pool, facing a beautiful pool, 750 bucks a month. And then I told him that the woman, the landlord, is going to, like, everything included. You're going to get your Wi-Fi, you're going to get your furniture, your hot water, all those things. And so, like I was saying, like, if you really want to get cheap, the things you have to be willing to sacrifice are an air conditioner and your internet, right? That's what I was saying. So when someone says everything included, that means you're going to get your internet. You're also going to get air conditioner, right? Chances are. But most times here in the Dominican Republic, if you stay more than a month, and if you're not getting it from Airbnb, because I don't know the rules of Airbnb right now. I just got on it last week, and I just put up a couple of apartments. I didn't even go anywhere close to all the apartments that I have and the photos that I have right now. Like, it's just really time consuming, and I'm just so busy, and I don't have anyone really that I can that can post them for me on Airbnb. So it takes a while. I have to put all the photos up and everything, but I have a couple up there just to at least say that I've done it. The soul coach in me. When I tell people, just do it. Even if I just have a couple of apartments up there, good. I did something to say that I'm on Airbnb now, right? So I am on Airbnb. And, if you're on Airbnb, sometimes I don't know if you have to pay the electricity monthly, right? Like, there might be certain rules that you have to go by, but Airbnb is expensive, because when I did go on Airbnb with these apartments that I have, the one for 750 a month ends up being like, and even if the person takes it for a monthly discount, they're still paying at least 900 bucks a month, even with a monthly discount of over 50%. Right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, because they suggested a daily rate for me, right? So I rented out at a daily rate. Now they're saying that if a client wants to rent it out at a weekly rate, they can get a certain discount, a percentage of a discount. And then again, monthly rate. I went way over the 50% mark, and the person's still paying 900 and something, So I'm like, what? This is interesting, very interesting to me. So in any case, I know that Airbnb does charge a lot more, and I'm not putting them down, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to ruin anything about them before I'm even on top. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I do have to say that I do know that they are more expensive. And so this guy, he was like saying to me, oh yeah, and then I said to him, the woman's going to pay, the landlord, the guy wanted to take it. Sorry, I'm taking you guys back to the apartment now. And the guy that wanted it. So he wanted the apartment and he said to me, yeah, I want the apartment, 750 a month. And I said, yeah. And I said, the landlord even pays up to half of the electricity. Now, here's the truth. She pays all of the electricity. The other apartment that's in the same complex, beautiful condo apartments, that other owner, he's not the owner, he is the management, okay? He is not paying for the electricity, okay? You have to pay the electricity on your own. But this woman, she lives in New York and she's originally Dominican, and she offered to pay the electricity, which I think is very sweet, very nice, but she's a brand new landlord. And I don't only look out for my clients, and some of you guys might not like this right now, but I also look at landlords. I really do. And I don't want her thinking that, oh my gosh, she made a mistake, excuse me, investing in this beautiful. I don't want her to get to a point of feeling regretful. So this is what I did. I said to him, she pays half the electricity. And that's only if he did electricity up to 200. I would have looked at it and I would have been, okay, cool. He didn't run it up. The other clients that I had in there just before, like about a month before, she gave them free electricity, but I knew they weren't going to run it up. I met them in person. I'm not judging him either. But at the same time, I just don't want the landlord to be too desperate. I don't want her to take too much out of her own pocket. This is supposed to be an investment for her as well, and it's supposed to pay for itself. And she doesn't realize that 750 really cheaply. Like I said, I put it on a daily rate on Airbnb and it's coming up to 900. Some of the people that I know in that have management companies and they rent out certain condos in that complex. Rent it out for 1,000 sometimes for a 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom every month. So for her to give it to me at 750, to give to you guys at 750, I think is really cool, and a lot of these landlords, I do talk down in price a little bit because I tell them that most of you guys are coming for more than just a day or two. Lately, the reason why I even went to Airbnb is because lately I've had a lot of you guys contacting me for daily apartments. So I contacted people like her and other people who I work with and, with monthly rentals and everything. And I said to them, hey, I think I'm going to put myself up on Airbnb and rent out your places. Is that okay? And they're like, yes, absolutely. It's no problem. And they're like, you already manage this anyway. You're already the manager of these places anyway. So definitely do what you gotta do. And we appreciate it. So I was like, okay. And then even another person that I work with, around here in Los Amigos, I'm not gonna say, he even said to me, listen, I want you to put these apartments up on Airbnb. So I was like, okay. And then that's when I went to this whole daily rate thing. But before that, I was hustling for you guys, and I didn't even realize how much I was hustling down. When a lot of these landlords would give me prices, I'd be like, what? 1,000? Why 1,000? Why can't you go down more? And a lot of them would say to me, yeah, okay, well, you're right, go down. And I thought I had this really cool magic of, hustling, but I really don't that much. I'm pretty sure I do a little bit, but not that much. They probably even knew that the prices were really high on the internet. So that's a lot of you guys, but they're not high if you're coming for a week or so much. Airbnb really truly is affordable and economical because a lot of these places are going for a lot cheaper, not cheaper, affordable for nightly. The one that's 750 a month, they suggested that I rent that out for 80 to 90. Pretty cool, right? But I'm going to rent it out a lot cheaper than that. And I'm going to rent it out at a minimum. Well, I'm renting it out at a minimum. I forget how much I actually have it up there as though. I forget. But, and it's just about business really at the end of the day. So that's the whole thing. I don't know on Airbnb. I'm new at it. I don't know if you have to pay electricity if you stay for longer than a month. Maybe it really depends on the person who's renting out the place to you. But I must say, when you are here Most times you do have to pay electricity if you are renting out apartments here. Most times, houses, most times you have to pay your electricity. And again, if you don't, then your rent's going to be a little bit higher, right? Unless, now there is an exception to that, unless you live a little farther out, like Sabaneta, or like Gaspar Hernandez or Bella Vista, Maranata. It's a little different farther out, like where I am, or some of the places that you guys are going to be coming to. Most of you guys are going to be coming to, especially if you're coming short term, like for a week or whatever, and this is one of your first times coming. You're probably going to be in the tourist area. So I'm naming off the tourist area parts. I'm looking down on the ground and I can see Hero, my dog. He's just turned into such a character. Like a really, really, really cool guy. Him and Noche love each other. I think they have each other at the most perfect time. So I am having a Presidente, but I'm not endorsing them. I'm just showing you guys what a beer is here for those of you guys who may decide to come here and relax and have a cold one. I have two types of beer here. They have Bohemia and they also have Presidente. Presidente has 3 different lines. They have Normal. Yes, I said 3, guys. When you come here, you'll see. They have Normal. They also have Light and they have Golden. So Golden just came out. I'm not endorsing them. I feel like a commercial right now. But I guess I'm just saying it to you guys because I'm about to take a drink. So cheers. All right. So you guys can really cut your costs. So how much does it cost to live here? If you guys come here like on $1,500 a month, you can make it. $1,500 a month is a good amount of money. Like imagine this. Imagine you get yourself an apartment like in Albate. The hot water. Oh yeah, the hot water is not even like a big thing. I have hot water now and it can't even. Okay, I'm really thankful for it. I shouldn't say it can't even, but it's in a tank. And the amount of hot water that I could use in a shower, like I wish I had 2 tanks or a larger tank, so some days I'll use hot water until there's none. And I'm like, oh, and I just love it so much, So, but you have to get, if you really want to cut costs, like you just want to pay a couple of $100 a month on something, you can do it. You live, and I could even like challenge you guys to this. If you wanted to challenge yourself, I could definitely get you like an apartment for like $300. I could try. Like 300, $400 a month. Okay, I know I could definitely get you something for $400 without air conditioner, but 1 bedroom, Wi-Fi, flat screen TV, completely furnished, kitchen, fridge, like everything, totals, everything you need for a 1 bedroom apartment. Sheets and everything, curtains and everything, right? With a pool inside of the complex for 400 and 450 with air conditioner. So let's say you came here and your budget was 1,500 like dollars a month, US dollars a month. That would be your rent right there. Okay, let's say $450 if you wanted air conditioner. 400, and it comes with hot water, right? Now, and Wi-Fi and cable with 450. It comes with everything. You just have to pay your electricity. Like I said, electricity, you always have to pay more. I was there for 2 months last year. The place that I'm talking about, I was there for 2 months last year, and I didn't have air conditioner. I was paying $400 a month, and my electricity at the end of the month was 600 pesos, which is $12. So that wasn't bad at all. They were very honest when I left there. They gave me my deposit back. Give me a shout at 829-702-7726, and I'll be able to give you more information on that place if you're interested in it. It's like a villa, and again, it has a pool and everything, so it's safe to get in, key operated, it's not all the way out where you're gonna feel like you don't have enough expats either, because there's a lot of expats in that same villa. I think there's like 8 apartments. Okay, so anyway, you could get all that, and then your food is pretty cheap. La Vendetta, La bandera, if you are not a heavy eater, okay, let's say you are a heavy eater. Let's do it on the end of a heavy eater, okay? So that means 3 meals a day. And that would be in each meal, la bandera is like rice, chicken or pork, and salad and beans. Okay, you can get that for like lunch. And then you can get it for dinner. You can get yourself some ribs or you can get something else. Okay, so you shouldn't be paying any more than 500 pesos a day for takeout food. That's 10 bucks. If you're paying more than 10 bucks a day for takeout food, you're not going to the right places. All right. However, you can definitely go to the grocery stores or the colmados. Like you could really save some money here. Oh my gosh, I see so many people waste money. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Let me rewind selector. Let me see if there's any questions here because I'm getting a hold of myself. And I also want to make sure. Anderson Pierre, hello. Lance, yes, they're beautiful. How you doing? Hello, Mohammed, how you doing, honey? Hello, nice to see you. Keith, the video was great. A real party bar. Very great place. Travel Big Shot, looking good. Thank you. DR King, yoga 3 months. Boy, you gonna smoke crack for that long? Oh, guys, not on the air. Michael, hi there. Lorraine, hello from Brampton. Brampton in La Casa. I love it. Okay, so get off that. You guys really got to see Hero. My gosh. Let me see if I can pick him up. He's just so squirmy. Come here, Hero. Come. Oh, there's a boy. Yeah. Come here. Hold on. Oh, no, Jay wants to come up too. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna say a quick hello with these guys and then I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. Look how much he's grown. Look at him. Say hi. Come here. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. There we go. Look at those ears. All right. Okay, superstar. Oh. There we go. Come on, Noche. Come on up and say hi. Noche, come. Come on up. Where are you? Where's my girl? Come on up. Oh, here she is. Oh, girl, hold on. Oh, there goes my girl. There goes my girl. There's Noche. Noche, say hi to everybody. Come on, don't be shy. Say hi. Oh, come on, say hi. She's purposely putting her head way back. Say hi. Oh, there she is. Okay. Pause for the cause. Just want to show you guys, because a lot of you guys ask about Noche and Hero and you guys, how they're doing. Sorry, I said reconnecting. I guess I can get you everything you need. It's along Major Clisante, which is one of the main roads in Sosua, Albate. You can walk all the way from like the top of the street all the way down. Let me use a few places as markers. So let me use Flip Flop because a lot of you guys will watch Flip Flop, like you guys will watch his videos. So from his place, you can get from this apartment, you can get to Flip Flop in like 10 minutes walking, 15 minutes walking, depending. Or if you are into motorcycles and you have your own motorcycle, your own scooter, or if you get on a motorcycle, on a motoconcho, rather, a guy that has his own taxi, moto taxi, you can get there for 50 pesos, which is $1 American, to the beach from this apartment. Again, it has a pool area, very nice. It's close to a lot of restaurants. And not only that, with the other $1,000 that you have, I guess for a month, I would say you could have for 2 months. Okay, so let's say you get $1,500 a month, $1,500 a month, okay? You don't need to spend that whole amount. Not at all. And you can save so much just by being so smart. Like just in the last 2 days here in the house that I stayed in the house, I made pasta. Like I haven't eaten pasta in so long, and I had some pasta in the fridge. I mean, in the cupboard, and I had some sauce, you know. And well, I got my neighbor to go get me some sauce because he was going out anyway. And then I had some like peppers in the fridge, like just some leftover stuff, and I made myself a really nice pasta for like. Well, with the sauce, the only thing I had to do was buy the sauce, and that was like 50 pesos, right? Like $1. It was just a little paste type of thing. And so that was it. $1 yesterday I spent, you know, 1 American buck yesterday, just staying home. And that didn't use it all, so I'm going to use it again and again. I'm pretty sure I can use it 2 more times, even though it's just a small paste. You know how paste is concentrated. So I think if you are a person that likes to cook from home, you could really save a lot of money. For instance, let me give you like a deeper idea. So you get yourself a really nice place for like 450 a month, 400 a month. Then you come into an area where I live, right? And where I live, you could probably even find a place cheaper, less expensive. Not in my building. My building is a little bit upgraded and a little bit more expensive, but like around here, like because I just left here. You guys remember Los Charamigos? I just left here a few months ago before I moved to Cabarete, before I moved back here. And when I used to live here in Los Charamigos, my rent was only $120 a month, and I let it go to a friend of mine, and I'm so happy I did that. Okay, so let me just go back to if you have $1,500 a month, and if you pay $150 for your rent, and then you're looking at, I would say, if you are frugal, if you get the $450, then you're going to have the air conditioner, okay? But if you don't get the air conditioner, you're good like I was with just ceiling fan in the bedroom, ceiling fan in the living room, the breeze going through the windows, because there's always a beautiful tropical breeze going somewhere in one of the houses. Well, not all of them, because I don't have a breeze coming through this one very much actually, but all my other ones I have. But here I have this huge open window here, and I also have an oven, so brings in enough beautiful ventilation and air conditioner, like I said. Okay, but anyway, most times in most places you can leave your windows open and be totally fine. Okay, let's look at the fact that not only in this place I would say no more than $50 in this place a month with the air conditioner. Without, you're only looking at, like I said, maybe about $20. No more, because I only paid 12. And I was not even very careful electricity when I lived in this location. When I lived in the location I'm talking about right now, not this particular one, but the other one, a year ago for 3 months. Not once was I careful with the electricity at all. I just, left some of the bathroom light on when I went to sleep. I had all my devices plugged in. Sometimes I would leave the TV running as I was cooking in the background or doing things in the background. Sometimes I forgot to turn the TV off and out. I just had things running. And that was 600 pesos a month, which is 12 American dollars roughly. Okay, so at this place I'm talking about, so that would be, okay, so you're looking at under 500 for everything, right? Under 500, because you're getting your Wi-Fi free and also your cable. So now let's look at transportation. Transportation every month, aside from food, like I said, food should really only be no more than $10 a day, right? No more than $300 a month. I think anyway, I really do think if you cook from home, you should be spending probably the same. I guess, I don't know. No, not the same. No, eating out would have to be a lot more than $300 a month. See, I cook from home. But I also buy out a lot for a lot of people and myself and stuff like that. But I'm trying to add it up in my head right now. If you're a heavy eater, yeah, you're looking at about 150. So you're looking at 500 pesos a day on food. and with a lot of rice and a lot of meat and a lot of beans and a lot of salad, right? You're looking at like $10. Hold on, guys. Hey, 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 no, that's not cool. Her hero. Hold on. Hero. Hero. Tranquilo. Tranquilo. Hey, tranquilo. Tranquilo. It's Hero. Told you he's a character. So yes. Excuse me. Let me just go back to like saving money. Okay, once you get your electricity down pat, once you get your rent down pat, and you know what you're doing when it comes to your food, I just need to get back to the groceries. You come into an area like this, and this is where you do all your grocery shopping. This is where you're going to support the local farmers. This is where you're going to support the local, bakery, because there's bread factory here. There is a poultry store right down here, like chicken, and then there's fish, and then down there more, like down by the pier, there's a guy that you can buy pork, beef, and chicken from. And then there's so many things that you can get here, like even clothing and stuff like that. So you just come a little bit, because that area where I said $450, 400 is in the tourist area across the water. But you just walk across the beach, and you come here, support the local people. Oh my gosh. Do you know how much you're saving too? And how much respect you are going to get here? How much Spanish you're going to learn? But not just Spanish, but you're going to learn like Castellano. You're going to learn Dominican Spanish. And you're going to feel comfortable speaking it. Because they will understand that you are growing with your Spanish. They will understand that you are going from the bottom to the top. Drake. Started from the bottom to the top. You guys know me, there's a song and everything. But yeah, straight up. I feel that way here too, here in Los Chiramicos. They've been so patient with me with my Spanish. When I first moved here, I didn't know anything. During the pandemic, when it first closed down, like in March, and I couldn't go to Cabarete anymore for, the enjoyment of life or anything like that with the expats, and I was living in Los Chiramicos. Cabarete was like a ghost town. Nobody was around. I was like, holy smoly macaroni. Wow. So I just would go out to the street here, meet people, more people, go to the colmado, go to the Elsa's place that was there before. It's not there now. Well, the place is there, but she's not there. And I would go there and order some food there every day. It was just a little different, and I learned a lot of Spanish. I had no choice. I learned street Spanish, and I learned very quickly, and that's where I learned my Spanish within like 2 months time. Let me see, March, April, May, June, 3 months time. I knew a couple of words here and there, and that's how I speak Spanish. I just take words and put them in. I don't know sentences yet. That's my thing. A lot of you guys that hear me speak Spanish, you're probably thinking, wow, her Spanish is getting so good. And it is, straight up, it is. But at the same time, it's not sentences, they're just words that I'm putting together. And I don't have past tense or present tense or anything of that nature. I'm just talking words, and people understand me, and that's how important it is here. And in Los Chiramicos, they'll understand that. So if you're living across the water at Cabarete and you have your really good rental where you feel safe and you feel like you are... What? Oh, he wants to come up. Hold on. Come here. Come on. Sorry. I tried to bend over to pick him up, and it was not possible. I'm on one of those big high bar stools. He wanted to come up. So yes, so if that's where you want to live with the expats and in a community, that is a great place for you to live. You can come across the water every day, walk across the beach, meet everyone. There's Bo Rake's place right here, very close to the Los Chiramicos entrance. Bo Rakes has his own channel as well. So at the top of the entrance by El Bate is Flip Flop. You walk across the beach, you go down by, you guys probably heard of Fast Freddy's as well. Fast Freddy's in Beau Rakes is connected. You just keep going, and then about a 5-minute walk after that, you're here in Los Chornicos, the other entrance for Playa Sosua. So that is where you can come and do your shopping, and you can save even more money. And it's such an awesome way to be able to pocket that $1,000. So the most you would really spend every month, honestly, is you could probably save a couple of $100 a month, I think, depending on how much you spend or what you like. If you're a vegetarian, you got it made in the sky. I'm gonna put hero down. If you're a vegetarian, you got it made in the sky. You're good. You don't have anything to worry about. It's where the meat gets a little expensive. And that's why you do want to come to a place like this where you can put an order in, and you can go to a butcher shop. You can go to a fish market. You can go to the chicken shop, right? The chicken shop sells nothing but chicken. You just go there. You know that that chicken was fresh that day, and you know you're going to get one big chicken for 200 pesos, $4. Sometimes cheaper, right? Depending on what parts you want. And like for instance, the neck is a little bit heavy. If you don't want the neck, if you don't want the feet, then they'll put different things in and stuff like that, right? So I would say really focus on your budget when you come here if you're trying to save money. The cost of living here is so amazing, but it depends on your taste for life. I like to go out to restaurants, but I don't really go out to eat unless it's a restaurant I heard of and I'm gonna go try. Like for instance, the other day I went to Nectar with Sylvester and Boom Boom. You guys know Boom Boom? He's here now. Like he's usually on the live to airs. He's here now, and so we went out for dinner the other day, and it was at Nectar, and it was beautiful. It was on the beach, and Sylvester wanted to go there because Sylvester heard from E. Dean Cole, another vlogger here in Cabarete, that it is a wonderful place. And we went there and it was amazing. It was really good. So it's called Nectar in Cabarete, just right kind of on the beach. It's beautiful. But you see, hold on one second. I usually don't go out too much. I want to read these questions, guys, because that's exactly why I started the new video. Michael, hi there. Cerise from Brampton here. I read that one. Love the hairstyle. Thank you, Tito. Gregory. Now, this is great information. Good evening. Thank you, Gregory. Lorraine, I forgot to tell you that I'm back for a couple of weeks. That's awesome. Casey. Hi. Hi, Casey. Lorraine. It's Lorraine from Caribe Campo. Hey, Lorraine. How you doing, sweetheart? Truth to power. Do people use misquote nets on beds? Misquote nets on beds. I don't know what that means. Mosquito nets on beds, maybe? Sometimes they sell them. More in the countryside where they have like openings, or sometimes if you're talking about mosquito nets, I don't know, mosquito nets on beds, yes, they do. At times, if you are in a house where it's made of wood, and hey guys, stop it, enough. Hero, calm yourself, check Hero. He's been getting crazy lately. Okay, so the wood apartment, the wood houses that are more in the countryside or like in the small barrios and stuff like that, yes, they do put net over their bed because mosquitoes will go in. And yeah, that's important. But here, I don't have one at all. I have the ceiling fan, and that takes away a lot of mosquitoes, just to let you guys know. The ceiling fan does that. And also, hey, Hero, what did I say? What did I say? He talks back to me and yells at me. It's the most strangest thing. He's so tiny. He doesn't realize that I want him here. I don't need him here, right? And I'm like, but I do need him. He's so cute. He has attitude. He's quiet now. Let's see what happens. But yes, mosquito nets are usually used in houses where mosquitoes can get in and stuff like that, but I don't use one here. The fans are really good. The ceiling fans are really good, you guys, just to let you know. They're perfect. Just put a fan by your bed as well, even if it's not a ceiling fan. And Castelli, hola. Hello, hello, Miss Lady. Uh, uh, and Cold House W. Interesting name. I like that. What was 600 a month? What would 600 a month get you? Juan Carlos, I'm back. Thank you. 600 a month, US. Sorry that I'm just getting to the question now. 600 US can actually get you a really nice place. It depends on where you want it, and it depends on what you want in it. So if you are a person that likes a small space, for instance, you're like, you know what, you don't need a 2-bedroom, you have this 600 bucks a month, and you're good with like a studio space, for instance, you could get everything loaded with that 600, including electricity, because 600 is quite a large budget, in my opinion. It's quite a large budget if you're looking for something medium of the road. I can get you something luxury, or I can get you something very low price. But again, if you're gonna go to like 250, you're looking at a hotel room type of thing, type of getup. But if you're looking at a real good medium of the road for just kind of comfortability and everything you need, with no luxury, just everything you need, 450, I would say. That's a good medium of the road. 600 can get you a little bit more bells and whistles, okay? And I don't know what more bells and whistles you would need, unless you would want more comfy furniture. But if you're staying for more than a month, then I would say take the one for 450 and just put your own furniture in there, especially if you're staying for a year. Just get your own furniture put in there. And the furniture here, you can buy really nice furniture, especially from 2 places. From people that are leaving here, expats that are leaving. A lot of expats are leaving every single day. They have to go home, and especially now for health reasons, for their family health reasons in their families' countries, people are leaving their dogs. People that have had their dogs here for like years, they can't take their dog with them because their family member, for instance, for example, is allergic to dogs, and that person is sick right now. And they don't foresee themselves coming back here anytime soon because their family member is an elderly person. Stuff like that is going on right now. So people are letting go of a lot of things. And some of these people didn't really even own anything here, really. They were renters themselves, but they have beautiful furniture and just like beautiful taste as well. Oh my gosh. And there's so much beautiful furniture here. I'm gonna go to Bizino. There's a place, Bizino, where I bought the motorcycle. I just want to ask you guys, how is the internet right now, by the way? If you guys can tell me. But Bizino, where I bought that motorcycle, they have furniture that I can buy there as well. So I'm gonna go buy a furniture, like a chair there. Excuse me, Hero. Hey, stop it. Hero. Guess I gotta teach him. So I'm gonna be getting some furniture, and I'm gonna be setting up a nice little live to air spot somewhere nice and pretty, funky, a nice chair, a nice chill spot. I'm gonna make it look good. I'm gonna try. It's gonna take some time because I have a few ideas, but you guys know me when it comes to my ideas. Internet's good now. Thank you. Hey, no, I don't like it. Tranquilo. Hear him? So yeah, guys, I think with 600 bucks a month, you were asking, you can buy a lot with 600 bucks a month. Every month you can get a really good deal. Now, if you're looking for like a 2-bedroom for 600 bucks a month, you can do that as well. You're not going to get something on the beach, and you're definitely not going to get something with a private pool. You would probably get a 2-bedroom with shared pool, beautiful, large, pay your own electricity with 600. The most you can get with 600, you can get even you can get a beautiful house with 600 if you're not looking for the city here in Sosua. It is possible for you to get something going towards Puerto Plata, in between Sosua and Puerto Plata, like little off places, but they're not going to be residential areas where you're going to have like the gated area with the guard and the gun, and also, you know, garden view or ocean view. You're probably going to get yourself something a little bit up in a hillside or a mountainside or whatever, but you're still going to get yourself something nice. If you can get yourself a good 3 bedroom, and sometimes for 30,000 pesos, 25,000 pesos, you know, 25,000 pesos is like $500 roughly, and 30,000 pesos is like $600 roughly. It is possible to do that. Absolutely. So it always depends on the area that you want and what amenities you want as well. Like, you could get a 3 bedroom house. If you're not looking for a pool, you could get a 3 bedroom house quite easily. And then you can just put your own pool out back. Like, buy one of those ones at Puerto here. It's kind of like a Rona, how we have in Canada. And you can go buy your own pool. Cold house, it's working pretty good. Thank you. So not only that, guys, you know, there's also, oh yeah, you can buy secondhand furniture. That's what I was going to say. Look, my hair is growing, guys. If you remember, I cut it and it is growing nicely. But so, you guys can get furniture secondhand, like I said, or you guys can come even right here to Los Chiramicos. There is a beautiful place where you can get wonderful furniture, or you can look up the place that I'm going to also be going. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm doing this video, I just remembered, I just need to walk across the street and go to the place and go and get my furniture. Oh my gosh, and they'll deliver it right here to me. And you guys, these people here, if you want, you can also get it, finance it, and just pay monthly. You just have to give your passport and then also get a Dominican to speak up for you, saying that they know you. And you can buy furniture and pay it monthly. Oh my gosh. Especially if you have like a girlfriend here or a boyfriend here, and you're not here right now and you're working outside of the country, and you really want to kind of downsize a little bit and also save some money. There you go. I just gave you a really good idea. You can go and get some furniture on time, just so you can save some money. But in any case, I do want to say to you that there's so many ways to save money. So if you only have a small budget and you're wondering what you're going to do when you get here, you don't have to wonder. You really don't. You just get yourself a very affordable apartment. And even if you are not an internet person and you're like, I don't need the internet, I'm good. I don't need hot water, I'm good, you know, and I don't need air conditioner, I'm good. You're looking at a really good, really good apartment. You might even save, because, you might even realize afterwards that when you do walk up the street, you can answer all your messages. If you go to like Flip Flop or Bo Rakes and you order a drink, or if you order something to eat and stuff, and you chill and you relax, ask them for their Wi-Fi. And you don't even have to pay internet in your place if you're that type of guy that is not really, or girl, person, you know, that you're really not into the internet that much, but you do love to go out and socialize. Then not only Bo Rakes, not only Flip Flop, but as you go up the beach line, pick where you like best. Even my brother from another mother, Larry Merlin, I did a video with him the other day, and he was laying back on the beach with a fan and his own internet. So what I'm saying to you guys as well, this box right here, through Altice, this internet box, you can take this anywhere you want, because it's just one plug. Let me show you. It's just one plug. You just plug that into the wall wherever you are, and you will get the internet. So let's say your buddy doesn't have the internet or whatever. You just say, that's okay. Put that in your bag and go. And you can do that even at your favorite restaurants here, if your restaurants are, now he's trying to come up here. He's such a boss. Hear him yelling at me because I'm not picking him up? Whatever. So he can't control me. He will in a second, but I'm not having it. Anyway, you can take your internet with you when you go, right? So if you're that type of person where you are not working from home and you're not stuck to the internet and you just want to get your messages while you're on the go, or if you just want something very affordable, there's so many options here to save money, especially if you're not coming here to live forever and you're only coming here for 6 months. I think you could really put a couple of $100 aside. Now, if your income is like 5,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 4,000 a month, 3,000 a month, you are made, and you decide to live very frugally. You decide to live exactly the way I'm saying for someone to live. If it's like $1,500 a month, and you could live even cheaper than that, like really live more off the fat of the land than that, just so you can save money, I think you could do very well here. I really think you can. And I think it's not only that you'll do very well, I think it would be worth your while to save up some money and do what you can do. So guys, I gotta say, if your rent is reasonable, and if you know that where you can get the internet and you can put your own furniture in, then why aren't you doing that? Most times it's because of the area. You're like, oh my gosh, the rent's really cheap, but the area is kind of sketchy. Not where there's a lot more expats around and stuff like that. Not if you're like up in the streets and going in people's houses and fighting with them and arguing with people. If you're just minding your own business, you're good. No one's gonna mind your business for you. You just go in your apartment, you close your door, and you live in your lavish lifestyle. And then when you leave in the morning, you get in your car and you go where you're going, or you get on your motor control and you do what you're doing. That's really all you have to really think about. If you want to cut costs and you want to live well, don't put in your head, oh, I want somewhere safe. If you really think about the violence that goes on in Toronto, and also like, you know, around the world in America, I really can't speak about America. I can only speak about Toronto because that's where my people are from. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I have more people here worried, like people coming here, people visiting here that are more worried about violence. And it's like they're bringing their mentality of wherever they come from coming here. That's not going to happen here. Especially if you're sitting on Playa Sosua and you're just chilling out and you're relaxing, you're having a couple of drinks. Nobody's going to bother you. Like maybe a couple of vendors selling popcorn and avocados and t-shirts and jewelry. But you might want a few of those things. And you'll be like saying to yourself, oh my gosh, I like that. Like, or even something like this, you know? Somebody always walks by. Somebody always walks by with something cool that you can take home with you, right? But never ever be afraid here. This is a wonderful area. It's a wonderful barrio. Yeah, there's some arguing that goes on in the streets sometimes, but I think I always used to hear that downtown Toronto when I would hear people leaving the bars and fighting in the streets drunk after, 2 o'clock in the morning when they're all being told to leave the bar. Wow, that doesn't happen any longer, does it, guys? Wow. Now we're all home. Before that, well, here anyway, here we've been on curfew from time. Let me see. Alex, hey, I've watched some of your past videos and remember you had a dog called Noche. Where is she? She's right here. Noche. Noche. She's right here. She's the one who Hero is fighting with. She's instigating. Come here, Noche. Come here, my girl. Where's your girl? Oh, here she is. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to get her stabilized on the spinning chair. There we go. Okay. There we go. There's Noche. That's my best friend. She's my girl. I love her to pieces. Holy smoly. I look in her eyes and nobody knows me here the way she does. Like, she just gave me a big old lick. Nobody knows me here the way she does. Like, I got Noche, let me see, July, August, September, October, November, December, 5 months. I was here 5 months and I got Noche. And she's been my girl, my best friend. And they always say your dog is your best friend, and I always like, yeah, that's so true, right? But here it really is. All the different places that I moved to, all the different places I had to get used to, and just no, hero. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Come on. Here we go, guys. Look at him. Oh, come here. Say hi to the camera at least. Come here. Say hi. Where's your ears? Show your ears. There we go. Ah. Yes, so Noche's been with me. All the moving that I've done and everything, it's been great. But speaking of moving, even when you guys do move, I know somebody that can definitely help you move from one location to the other for a very economical price. So living here shouldn't be difficult for most of you. And especially if you're making a very good income and you just want to come here and save money, and you also want to live a very good lifestyle. A lot of you guys that live, you work online, you're very happy already where you are. It's not that you're trying to escape where you're from, but you want to start living a different lifestyle, like healthier lifestyle. You want to wake up and walk on the beach every day, or walk towards the beach, and then have breakfast as you can hear the waves, or lunch or dinner, no matter what it is that makes you happy. A lot of you guys are aiming for a more valuable life when it comes to restoring your mental soundness. A lot of you have been through so much for the last, not even before the pandemic, but even before everything was going on. Some of you guys were so stressed with work. Some of you guys, the pandemic actually saved you. Like you're like, wow, you're not stressed out any longer. You don't have to go to work. You're getting paid to stay home. And you're like, why not come here and relax and just enjoy yourself, be with yourself and center. And I think that's one of the best things you could do for yourself if you can do it. Definitely come on out here and live a life worth living. There's so many of us vloggers out here as well that would love to meet you guys, because it's all about networking and giving information to the world. I always find myself meeting other business owners, people who are very creative, and people who are always thinking about what they can do, not only for themselves, but what talent they have that they can bring to the Dominican Republic for the people and also for the tourists. And I've heard so many people's ideas, and a lot of them are amazing. Some of them have to do with making your vacation better. Some of them have to do with, well, I won't say too much because I don't want to give people's ideas away, right? But, overall, oh my gosh, he's biting me so hard. Look at him. No, 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 no. Look at him. Why? So, I think what you really want to get caught up in is just being in a comfortable vacation, being happy when you come, being, again, at one with yourself and centering. A lot of people, when they come, they're thinking to themselves, they're going to save a lot of money, and they get here and they end up spending so much because they're going out a lot and they're buying a lot of things and they're eating. My first year of being here, I like to save. I'm a person that likes to save. But my first year of being here, I spent so much money. It worried me. I was like, oh my gosh, holy, it wasn't like I was getting any residual income from anywhere. I was just starting all my rentals here. I was just starting everything up, getting different ideas for everything. And I was relying on my soul coaching business, right? And I still do. That's my bread and butter. So here, when it comes to, rentals and stuff like that, there's not a lot of pesos to make. And most of the money I resource to Dominicans because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help, I feel. And as the soul coach in me, I love to help other people. And everyone around here knows that. Everybody knows. I'm going to tell you guys something that I normally wouldn't say. But I'm just going to say it because I saw it today, and I'm very happy to be able to say that I was used as a source of happiness for somebody else. So lately I met a new friend, right? Motoconcho. Real friend, nothing romantic or anything like that. And so Motoconcho, I'm not gonna say his name, but he lives here in Los Chiramicos, and he takes me everywhere, and he does so much, like he will do this, he'll do that. And so when I'm out with him, if I buy myself something to eat, I'll buy him something to eat as well. But I pay him well because he told me that he doesn't have a fridge right now. And you guys who know me, I didn't have a fridge during quarantine. Hey, hey, hey. Well, I'm gonna let you down. Get down. Now he's gonna ask to come back up in a minute, but that's okay. He's a puppy, he's allowed. Sorry guys, be patient with me. So here I am in quarantine and I didn't have a fridge. So I know what it's like to not have a fridge, and I was buying food out every day. And I don't know what he's doing for food. So, I was tipping him a little bit more than what I would usually tip someone. And he's been working with me now for about a month and a half. So now he just bought himself a cell phone. And I know that he probably bought it, and he's going to make payments on it, right? That's a lot of the things that a lot of people will do here. And so he probably bought it, put a down payment. He's probably going to make payments every month. By the time he's finished paying that off, it's probably going to end up costing him $300. But if he was to buy it outright, it would probably cost him 5,000 pesos, which is $100. But the interest is just going to build every month. A lot of people lose their phone or break their phone before they even pay off that one. So obviously I have in my mind where I'm going to help them out even more. It just feels good. And I think that's what I do too with everything here, with landlords and everything. As I was saying about that other story that I was talking about, the guy, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't remember that. Okay, there's a guy that I'm in a dispute with, let's just say a dispute. And so he pretty much thought he was going to get everything included for $750 and the rent. And the electricity. But I had said to him, no, not the electricity. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, I want a place that you get electricity included. And I said, okay, well, go on Airbnb, right? And, see what's available for you on Airbnb, and go on and tell them you want it for a month and this was before I was on Airbnb last week. And so I said to him, I know that you can go on Airbnb and you can tell them you want it for a month and you'll get it discounted. I don't know by how much. And then he messaged me back and he's like, oh, okay, thank you. And then he left me another message or whatever. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. I just pulled up Airbnb and a whole bunch of them came up. And I was like, okay, great. Thank you. You're welcome. And I didn't talk to him until about the next day. And I remembered that I had an apartment that could totally match him. So I messaged him and I was like, hey, oh my gosh, I have this one, $750. And he's like, oh, okay. Now he told me his budget is like $800, $900 a month. So here I am saying that I'm going to get him something for $750. And like I said, the landlord, she is going to cover the electricity. But again, she's fresh and she's green and she's new and a little desperate. Okay, so that's why she's going down so low. And I don't want her to sacrifice herself, This is her retirement place. She's a Dominican woman that lives in New York, and she's a beautiful soul. And so, I thought I would rent her place out for him, and he would get a beautiful place with a wonderful landlord, and she's going to pay half of his electricity. It's unheard of here, with a luxury oceanfront apartment, 1 bedroom, like with a pool, like everything, condo, right? Not apartment, condo. And the front, there's a guard, there's a gate, there's a gun, there's like beautiful residential area, like holy smoly, it's in Cabarete. You are like literally, and there's parking, free parking and everything. And you are literally a 5-minute drive away from the circuit of Cabarete. And this guy says to me, well, I want the electricity included. And I said, oh, okay, well, the electricity is not included with the other apartment. I was showing him two apartments. And I said, with the other apartment, but the woman will, she will cover half of your electricity. And then he said, well, I want a place. No, he said, well, you told me everything's included. And I said, everything is included. But most times you do have to pay extra for the electricity. And then I realized that a lot of you guys don't know this. And, I realized that a lot of you may think that when you're coming here, it's only one price for the rent. You usually have to pay electricity if you're staying for more than a month. If you're staying a month, you could work something out with the landlord most times, but you really have to talk to the landlord one-on-one. I will get you your apartment. When you arrive to the apartment, you speak to the landlord. If you want to pay for everything up front, I can speak to the landlord for you, but most times they say no. If they have an air conditioner, because they don't know how much electricity you're going to use. But if you only have a fan and you don't have an air conditioner, most times they will try to work things out with you. They'll be like, okay, like for instance, my electricity was 500 pesos a month flat when I lived in the countryside of Bella Vista. 500 pesos flat. And looking back on it now, it was expensive because I was paying the whole entire house rent, but that's okay. I needed to have that amount so I'd learn. And but it was still a really good price, $10 a month for electricity. Of course, I did never dispute that. But looking back on it now, I just don't want. I mean, now I'm like, she could have done 350, right? But why dispute that? It's only because I know more now. I guess that's what they say. Ignorance is bliss. Right now I know so much, and I know the difference between what 100 pesos can do to like 200 pesos, right? And the difference between electricity and what you get, right? Between 600 pesos and 20 pesos in regards to service or whatever, right? I know a lot more now than I did before. But in any case, there are a lot of ways in which families can come here and save money as well. I would suggest that if you're a handyman or a handy woman, if you're a single mom and you are able to, do things on your own, then I would say come here and do that on your own. There's so many places in Callejon de la Loma where you can get like a good 2-bedroom. Right now I have a 2-bedroom available for $400 a month. Beautiful. It's in Callejon de la Loma entrance area, right? Callejon de la Loma, for those of you who are probably raising your eyebrows right now, like, oh my gosh, that's the hood. No, it's not the hood. It's called a neighborhood. And actually it has a lot of different streets and it has a lot of different areas within Callejon de la Loma. You can go to school, like your kids can go to school there. There's churches there. There's driving schools there. There's bakeries there. There's fish markets there. There's, everything. Butchers there, hairstyling, nail salons, stores for clothing, shoes, barber shops, everything. Place where you can go and get your hair braided, like everything. It's so fun. Restaurants, I don't know if I said that already, cafes, everything on Callejon de la Loma. And it has a bad reputation, and I don't know why, because I don't know of any gun shooting. I don't know of anyone getting murdered or shot. I don't know of any crack addicts walking up and down the streets. Of course, I'm pretty sure it has its share of something. Obviously, every barrio does everywhere around the world. But if you're not involved in that, then that will not be involved with you. Trust me, I can promise you that. And if you're not up to any of that, and you're a family and you're coming here, Callejon de la Loma is a very good place for you to look for your. Here, I told you guys he's going to be crying to come up here again. It's a very good place where you guys can come and live with your family. Okay, like I said, there are a lot of great services and shops and things that you can get done within that area. There's banks around there. There's the beach, 10-minute walk away, everything, right? So, and that's in Cabarete. right? But you would also pay your own electricity. But in a house like that in Callejon de Loma, the reason why I'm mentioning it is because most of them won't come with an air conditioner. Most of them you will have to put your own air conditioners in. But if you are coming, and a lot of families have been contacting me and telling me that they are coming for a year. Last year, families would contact me and tell me that they're only coming for December, January, right? But now, since the pandemic, a lot of families are contacting me and they're like, most of the families are working from home now. Most of them have already been granted permission to travel. And so a lot of them are like, Cerise, I'm on my way. My company gave me permission and I'm coming for 6 months with my family. And they need 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms. A lot of you guys don't realize that, there's not a lot of 5 bedrooms here. And if you do want to do a 5 bedroom, then you will most likely not get a residential gated community with a guard in front and a gun. Most of those places, chances are you're only going to get something that is going to be like, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, maybe 3 bedroom. I mean, you could get a 4 bedroom, I'm sure. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying in the downtown area of Cabarete and Sosua, the most I've ever heard of is a 3 bedroom, unless it's a house. And you can also get houses, so don't block that out of your mind. And that's so totally possible in Sosua, right? You can definitely get a house, even for like 700 if you're not looking for a pool or anything like that in Sosua. In Puerto Plata, it's a little bit cheaper. Oh, back to this guy. He started to say to me that, oh well, I can get a house in Puerto Plata for this much and that much, an apartment in Puerto Plata for this much and that much, and I'm like, then go to Puerto Plata. This is not Puerto Plata. This is Sosua. You're gonna pay more money than you're gonna pay in Puerto Plata. That's just straight goods. Like, that's just obvious. There's just nothing you can change about that. This is where it's at. This is where there's mostly tourism. Wherever there's tourism, there's going to be money to be made. So this guy starts talking to me about, oh, he had a place over by Star Hills for 500 a month. Okay, Star Hills is like where? In the middle of nowhere. I love it, don't get me wrong. A doctor that I know, well, the doctor that's supposed to give me my surgery, that whole body tuck thing that I was supposed to do that I just haven't done, right? He lives in Star Hills. It's a beautiful area, it's gorgeous and everything, but you need a vehicle to get there. You're not in Puerto Plata City, you're not in Sosua. Like, what is he talking about? He wants to walk to a beach. He wants to have a pool in a community area with all those amenities that he wants. He's talking about Sosua, not Star Hills. And at the price he's trying to get as well, oceanfront condo that comes with a pool, $750 a month. But anyway, it's different. Cabarete is completely different than Puerto Plata. So if you're really looking for cheap prices, and I don't like to say the word cheap, one of the landlords that I work with always says to me, Cerise, don't say cheap, say inexpensive. But there's inexpensive and there's expensive, and then there is cheap. Okay, so let me just say rock bottom cheap. And then just use that word for the lack of a better word. And rock bottom prices, if you want rock bottom prices, then you are going to have to sacrifice a few things. And if you're going to be here for a year, then go buy your own secondhand air conditioner. Really save money. Go and get yourself a 24-hour air inverter. It's called inversion, right? Or inverter, right? Go get that. It's so easy to go get it. And the reason why I encourage you to go get that is because it is important for you to feel comfortable here. With the 24-hour inverter, when the electricity goes out, your electricity will kick right back in. And you can get that for like $250 here. If your rent is so cheap, if your rent is so cheap, then you can definitely afford to buy that as soon as you get here. Put that in and you won't even have a problem. And then air conditioner, you can get yourself one of those portable air conditioners and you're good, especially if you're a family. So I would say Calle Home de la Loma. Contact me on 829-702-7726 and I will give you the exact Google location. If you're a family and, you know, even if you're a single man, because I know someone right here, DR. Oh my gosh, DR. I hope you know who I'm talking to. You were on here earlier. I just don't want to say your name because I know that you're staying. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Tim, hi Cerise, internet good now? Cold, okay. Alex, hey Cerise, I watched some of your past video. Remember you had a dog named Noche. Rich's Method, hey Cerise, you're back. I'm back. Back from where? Oh, it just went foggy. Tim, I feel a lot safer in Punta Cana than I do in Buffalo, New York. I agree with you. I would imagine because I'm Torontonian, so yeah, almost like saying Buffalo. Saint Gang Gang, can you show us Hero playing with Noche? Could get a lot of views if you make a Hero versus Noche series. Oh my gosh, I would love to do that. Good idea. I will. I can actually do videos of this dude, and let me see the words that I can just choose gingerly here. Breastfeeding off Noche. And she just loves it. She just lays back and just wants some breastfeeding. He doesn't even care. It's like it's his pacifier. He's not getting any milk. It's not his mom, but he just loves it. I try to stop them, right? Because he'll just like suck on her, like he'll just pacify himself on her nipple, and that's it. And she loves it. Let me see, Rich's Method. Sorry, we'll see later that I WhatsApp you when we could not leave a chat. Okay, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Hey, Joe, what are your thoughts about YouTubers having hoodlum beef? I couldn't believe what Mr. Flip Flop was saying yesterday in his live session going after Mayor. Mayor is over in Sosua. Okay, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Tim, I never include electric when I rent my condo in Punta Cana, Bavaro. Thank you for saying that, Kiko. Hi, can foreigners buy land in DR easily? You can buy whatever you like. You can buy whatever you like. You can buy whatever you like here in the Dominican Republic as long as it is honest and trustworthy and you use the people that are going to get you down the avenues that you need to travel to get what you ultimately want, ultimately need as well. But yes, definitely you can buy land here and I can help you. Give me a shout at 829-702-7726. And Tim, yes, how do people make money if they rent it out with electricity included? Right? People want low rent, for monthly low rent. Excuse me. If they're going to get low rent, they're going to have to also be willing to kick in a little bit for electricity. Doesn't that just make sense, guys? Right? Like, doesn't it just make sense that you pay electricity for your monthly apartment back in wherever you come from? The electricity here is cheaper. I know a lot of you guys are hung up on, what if they charge too much? What if they rip me off? And I get that too. I really do. I understand that where you're coming from. I didn't think that when I first came here. I trusted the woman that I rented from. You know, she turned around and did. She ended up charging me more. I paid $40 a month at Caribe Campo. $40 a month for nothing. I didn't even have an air conditioner. And I knew it was too much. But I didn't say anything. And then till one of my clients told me the same thing, and my client went off on her. I'm just gonna say his name is Lopez. I love him to pieces, but he went off on her. And so I realized that that's just her little scheme. And so a lot of people do that. And I'm not saying she does it all the time. I'm just saying she did it to me. Maybe she wasn't expecting me to never go home. Maybe she thought I was just a girl here that was just renting from her for a month and I was gonna leave. But now I do know. And I don't like it. But I would say to you guys, I do understand about the electricity, but you really have to use your common sense about it. And even if you don't rent from me, please, the people who you rent from, ask them, even before you rent from them, say to them, okay, I have to pay my own electricity. Great. how much is the electricity for each kilowatt? How much pesos? Okay. And then ask them, what's the average kilowatt that is used to run your air conditioner for, like, let's say an hour or whatever. You can even ask them, I know you can't tell me what my electricity bill would be monthly, because how would they know what your consumption is? But you can say to them, can you please tell me what the average bill has been in your unit? And they know, it's their place. And if they say, oh, I don't know, then you got to say to them too. You got to say to them, average person pays what? Like, what's the number you see that comes often? Excuse me. And they're going to say a certain number that's going to come often, because the average electricity here in Los Charamicos anyway, for someone that leaves like lights on, I'm very liberal with it. Like, I'm very free with my electricity here. Is like no more than 20 bucks a month, you know, no more than 20 bucks a month. And I can't, well, I use propane for my stove, right? Not electricity. So if you're using electricity, you might pay a little bit more. But I'm only saying 20 bucks a month, like here. And I'm saying it like to the most I would pay. The most I would pay. And even with that, I feel uncomfortable saying. I do want to say like 500 pesos. There's been times I paid 300 pesos, which is $6 here when I lived over here in Los Charamicos, just up a street. So really, at the end of the day, it depends on how much you use when it comes to electricity. Tim, thank you very much for letting us. The electric meter is read when they arrive and when they leave, and charged only for the electricity used. Some will run all ACs constantly and some very little, average around $8 a day. Right, okay, so there we go. A lot of you guys, just to let you, thank you for that, Tim, thank you. That's really important too, because I notice a lot of people that are contacting me now that are getting their own apartments. Like, they're saying to me that they're paying daily fees for electricity. And I get that if they are people who are going to use up so much, like so much AC. The AC kills it for people. Tim, I know that you would agree with this. The AC kills it for people, and it's not landlords ripping you guys off. It's you guys leaving the air conditioner on, going out to the pool. Let's say you have a villa. So you're in your room, and you know, you're chilling out in your room and everything. You put on your bathing suit and all that. It's a hot day. And then you decide, excuse me, that you're gonna leave the air conditioner blowing. And you close your bedroom door to make it even colder inside, like an ice box. And then you go outside to the pool, you're in the hot sun, you're feeling good and everything. And then you decide that you're done in the pool, and then you go into your room to take your shower, and it's nice and cold and freezing, but you just racked up how much electricity. When most of these places that have electricity, air conditioners, really nice air conditioners, usually they're brand new air conditioners, and you don't have to worry, they will crank up in a second. It's not like your old-fashioned hotel Cuba air conditioner. Sorry, Cuba, but the truth is the truth. It's not like that where you turn it on and it's like one of those old-fashioned ones. They are usually these very cute silver ones here, well, like this big, this long. They're beautiful, they're put up there, you turn it on immediately, bam, you feel that cold air coming through right away. And so you don't need to keep it on all day, because when you keep it on all day, all you're going to do is just rack up your own bill. So that's why a lot of landlords will not include the electricity in the rent. Okay, so just be careful when you do rent a place, and just don't leave the electricity on. That's all. I mean the air conditioner on. Now I just want to get back to this one right here. What are your thoughts about YouTubers having hoodlum beef? I couldn't believe what Mr. Flip Flop was saying yesterday in his live session going after Mayor. I'm not You guys know I don't get caught up in all that, but I live here and I know it all. And some of the information I get a little late because I don't watch all the videos at all. But I do know Gregory, Mr. Flip Flop. You guys call him Mr. Flip Flop. I call him Gregory. Is probably frustrated by this point. Okay, this is a businessman, and he's been running business from time here in the Dominican Republic, way before most of us have been here. Over 10 years, I would say. Maybe, if not 10, I don't know, maybe 8, maybe 12 years, right? But ever since he's been here, he's been a businessman trying to get things done, parties and everything. And he helps a lot of people come here and enjoy their time. Is he perfect? I hope not. I hope nobody in this world is perfect, because that means that they shouldn't be here. What are they living for? Living is about learning. Living is about sharing. Living is about loving. Living is about experiencing certain things in life. And I think right now, Sosua is experiencing a turmoil. And I think it's very sad when we have people that are business owners having to stick up for themselves on live to airs or on the internet. I don't agree with the fact that people who run businesses here should be condemned. We all have a certain personality trait. We all have our character flaws, okay? None of us are perfect. A couple of people made videos about me. I don't even have the energy to watch them. And I'm not going to say who sent me the videos, because I love this person and this person always has my back, but he sent them to me on WhatsApp. And he always sends me the videos of all this silliness that is going on around right now. It doesn't help tourists. It doesn't help the Dominican Republic. Do these people who are making these videos actually think they're going to be here much longer? Their content may be exciting for the average person who is not traveling here and is not looking for vital information in order to make their transition more seamless. There are people who watch our videos, blogger videos here in the Dominican Republic, and more specifically in Sosua, because they are thinking about changing their lives. They are thinking about transforming who they are, what they're doing. And I think that is one of the most important things, when we can give them information on certain things that are open, certain things that are closed, certain restaurants that are great, certain streets that they can travel on that will take them to other communities where they can find great restaurants and support local farmers and support local factories and businesses all around the island, from the north to the south to the east to the west. But when we have people fighting, arguing, yelling, and making their channels about anger and negativity, I think we just really have a choice to sit back and wait for the other foot to drop. Always. Nobody is perfect. I've heard so many stories about so many people here. No, not so many stories. I've heard so many negative things going on about so many people here. That's why I did the Grand Slam. And I brought some vloggers together here in the Dominican Republic, in Sosua, and Made from Energy came here all the way from Santo Domingo, 4 hours on the bus to come here. And she brought her 2 friends along, and we all met and we chilled out. She was here for a couple of days. I only was with her for a couple of those hours during those days. But it's so nice to be able to connect with other vloggers and all of us come together as one to be able to provide content, valuable content for those of you, families, single people, couples that are coming here with intentions to stay here, live here, and enjoy your days, whether you are coming here for your last breath because you are on your pension and you're like, you have no more family left, or if you do have family and you're just coming here to chill because this is going to be your paradise and this is where you're going to be living until you die. Come. This is what we make the content for. This is who we make the content for. But when we make the videos about ourselves, we are no longer traveler vloggers. We are no longer expat vloggers. We are people, and I don't want to say very reputable vloggers, and trying to mar their image. And I don't think it's fair. And I really understand why some of these vloggers will stand up for themselves, especially people like what you guys call flip-flop. I call him Gregory. I'm the one that told Gregory, one of the people, there was myself and another guy named Jason. Jason also owns his own channel, and hopefully he will say something here as well. Maybe not now in the comments because he might not be watching the live, but maybe he will say something if he happens to watch it. And him and I, we were talking to Gregory, and we told Gregory to start his own channel. I'm going to get right to that soon, Tim. But I don't think all the vloggers should be saying what they're saying about each other. Why should I be talking about somebody else's channel unless I'm trying to build them up? Excuse me. Why am I trying to beat someone down? Why are we going to do that? Are we children? I don't think so. We are all adults. We know what it's like to be a child inside of a playground and have sand thrown at us. And I think sometimes to myself that some of the people that are creating this whole sandbox effect here have not yet rectified with themselves that they're adults now. We all need to realize we're adults now. We are no longer in sandboxes. We don't need to throw sand. We don't need to get ourselves into positions of anger and dispute when we are supposed to be using our YouTube channels as vessels to inspire other people and encourage other people who might not be able to come to Sosua any longer because they had to go home years ago for reasons unknown. Maybe they were unhealthy. Maybe they ran out of money. Maybe their family needed them. And maybe they watched the Sosua videos in order to gain some type of joy in their life. Maybe they want us to walk down Pedro Clasante with a camera and just show the new stores that are open, or maybe the stores that have not closed yet. Maybe they want people to walk along the beach and just show maybe the tree that they used to sit under for a little shade for the 15, 20 years that they lived here. And they just want a glimpse of that one tree that we may walk by. And they never asked us to. And they were never even expecting us to. But yet we did. And they're like, oh, wow. You know how many people have messaged me and said, oh my gosh, Cerise, that same apartment you went by on Pedro Clasante, I lived there for 5 years. Some people will contact me and tell me, you know, when you were in this place and that place and this place, and people will always tell me they want content for inspiration. But there's a whole handful of people now who cannot travel. There's a whole handful of people now, a lot of youngins, who have heard about Sosua. And they realize that it's a beautiful place to come to and a wonderful place to share time with yourself or with others. And it's a great place to meet people. It's an easy place to make friends. And everyone is now hearing about it, but sometimes it's getting in the wrong ears. And I think those are the people. Some of them have not even been here before. I'm not talking about vloggers, I'm talking about viewers. And some of them haven't even been here yet. And they're just trying to check it out to see what it's all about. And they're getting caught up in these videos. Could you imagine what you are about to bring to this island? People like that drama, that's who this island, because that's who you're attracting. Vloggers that are just causing all this chaos. But at the same time, people have different fights, different wars, different thoughts, different beliefs, and they are entitled to what they want to say and what they want to do on their YouTube videos. They're allowed. Nobody can tell them that they're wrong. Nobody can tell them that they are doing something that is inappropriate. A couple of videos were made about me. What am I supposed to do? Contact YouTube and tell YouTube that it's copy, that they can't do it? I'm pretty sure I could do something like that, but why am I going to put the effort into doing that? Why would I? And if you were a client, I would say the same thing to you as well. It's not like their video got all kinds of extra views because my name is on it. I looked, I won't lie, and I'm like, oh, maybe with my name there, they got more views. Let me see. And it's not that my name gave them any more clout or anything like that, and that's fine. I kind of do it to myself. And even if the video gave them more clout, you get what I mean? Those people are going to come turn around and look at my channel, and that's all just cross promotion at the end of the day. That's all it is. So they don't know me very well at all. And if they did know me very well, maybe they would say what they said. Maybe they would say worse, right? We don't know. But all I'm saying is when it comes to all this craziness, it's going to come to an end. This too shall pass. We'll be able to get to whatever. I do know that just to the question itself from Flip Flop, how he went off, I don't know how he went off. I heard from one person only. So he couldn't have went off too bad. And I haven't watched the video myself. And on top of that, if he did go off, I'm not surprised. I mean, after what's been going around and what everybody has been saying is ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I just want to give a special message out to the people who I love and the vloggers that I love, like Gregory and all the rest of them out there. You guys know who you are. You know, don't say anything else. Like, I just said a whole mouthful, right? But we just have to wait for this to pass, because we all know that it's a platform going on YouTube, but it's a small world here in the Dominican Republic, and it's tiny. So we just need to be quiet, mind our business, keep doing our YouTube videos, and relax. And you viewers, do yourself a favor. If you're coming down here to Sosua, don't come down here with all that in your brain, all that corruption, all that, craziness. Come down here with the peace that the island is going to offer you. As soon as you get off the plane, you're going to feel so relaxed. You're going to be like, wow. As soon as you get to Sosua, you're not going to see that arguing and that fighting that is only done online is not even happening in the streets. That's why I don't even know half the things about it. I live here. I live in Los Charamicos and the barrio. Those brothers aren't all over here yamming their mouth and yapping their mouth and talking about what they want to talk about, because they're not going to do that here in the hood at all. None of them at all are going to come here and do that in Los Charamicos, because the Dominicans don't play like that. They have no time for it. They're hustling every day for something to eat. They're hustling every day for their families. They're hustling every day, and they don't need people on YouTube brawling about what's going on. They need people on YouTube drawing in tourism. So we are providing a platform of foreigners here that can bring a little bit of fruitfulness to this island. Bring some fruitfulness. These people need to eat. These people need to work. This place is ran on tourism. How are we going to bring tourism in and help this country out when we are just cutting each other down? That doesn't make sense to me. So this is the reason why I have shut my mouth for so long, because I know that everything that is done in darkness will come to light. And I do know that YouTubers that have been trying to make this place great for a lot of you people, we all have a different message. I'm offering you guys some apartments when you come down here. I'm offering you guys airport pickup, drop off. I'm right here in Sosua if you need anything. If you need something to help you with your Spanish, if you need to get somewhere from one part of the island to the other, I got you. 100%. Then you have other vloggers, Flip Flop, Gregory. He can help you plan a party. I help plan parties too, but not the ones that he does. I just help with wedding planning and stuff like that girly stuff. But he can help you plan a yacht party. Don't contact me for yacht parties. I'm not interested. One person did contact me one time for a yacht party, and I contacted Gregory. I gave them Gregory's phone number. I'm pretty sure I gave Gregory his phone number. And that's what we do here. Tailor Made Dreams in Puerto Plata. Excuse me. He also has a place here in Sosua. He will contact me if someone wants to contact him. I mean, if somebody contacts him for an apartment. If someone contacts me for him, I will contact him. We trade numbers back and forth like that. We trade information back and forth like that. We are tight knit here. Then you have Rico Toto. Rico Toto was doing his channel many years ago, 8 years ago, before it was even popular to do any channel here or whatever on the back of a moto. And when he told me that he was doing it, because one day him and I were talking at a bar, and I said, do your own channel, bro. You're such an interesting character. And he's like, oh, I have a channel. And I'm like, you do? Where is it? And he sent me one video, and I loved the video. Now look at Rico Toto. He's amazing. No, he's amazing. There's a lot of vloggers on here who are amazing, and they're giving you guys content. Okay, they're not always talking about the obvious that goes on here. Okay, and they will always give you good content. And then you have other people who are knocking down other people who are just trying to give good content, and none of us are perfect. None, the people who are doing the knocking down, the people who are trying to build up, none of us are perfect. Like I said, we all have our character flaws. But if you're going to make your job or your vlog, your videos about digging the speck, the dot out of my eye, and in your eye you have a log, it's not cool. Everything here is for the tourists. We are so fortunate to be able to be in this country and have what Gregory calls paradise life, and have what I call Latin living, and have what Tailor Made Dream calls laptop lifestyle. There are different forms of work that we have to put into our lives every single day in order to offer you guys tourist information to come here, because I know there's a lot of here sacrificing a lot more than what you'll even tell me when you contact me. You guys will be like, okay, so I'm coming and I'm bringing my family. You guys are bringing 3 kids with you and you're selling your home. That takes a lot of undertaking, and I know you're in stress from the beginning. I have a friend, Stacy, who I call my friend now, and she's contacted me for the last maybe 2 years, and she showed me what her and her husband are doing to sell their house to move here. And she showed me, like, she's painting walls, she's taking out stuff, I think carpets or something, I really don't know, but she has to pretty much redecorate her home, renovate her home in order to sell it, fluff it all up, make it look good in order to sell it. That right there is a large undertaking. So there's a lot of you guys that are doing things in order to come here. You guys are contacting me before you even sell your homes. And you guys want the type of content that you need to know what is better for you, Cabarete or Camus, Sabaneta or Santiago. You see what I'm saying? You know, you guys, some of you guys don't even realize that it's okay to live in Sabaneta or Hamao or Gaspar Hernandez and these little niche areas where you're really going to get cheap rent and you're really going to be able to get a bang for your buck, and you're only a drive away. So if you actually do rent a car while you're here, or you have someone that's going to drive you, you're good. You can rent a place and really cut costs. And this is the content that I want to bring to you guys. And I don't know about every other vlogger, but I know the ones that are trying to help. The ones that are offering you services, and the ones that are offering you content, even when there's not a service being offered, but you get a little gem of information in the video that will help you along as you do your transformation here. So I'm just going to encourage you guys, please, watch the videos that bring you nourishment to your mind and to your soul. Watch the videos where you're just going to feel like there's no beef going on. Because if you're coming here for that type of drama, you're not going to get it when you get here at all. That's not what you're going to find. It's not happening in the streets. You go to Flip Flop, that's not what's happening there. You see everyone hailing each other up. Hey bro, what's up? Oh yeah. Everyone, high fives everywhere. High fives everywhere. You walk through there at certain hours. Sometimes it's a little quieter than other times, but most times there's always someone giving love. I want to say hi to a lot of you guys that I've met up in there. Wow, I've met a lot of you guys up in there. Thank you for always handling me up. I walk up in there and some of you don't even know what I look like. Some of you guys just been watching my videos from story time or my older videos when I didn't really put my face on the video. I just videoed the street more than anything in apartments. You guys hear my voice and you guys be like, are you Cerise? And I'll say yes. And that's amazing when you guys hail me up. That's what we love. We love in Sosua, in the Dominican Republic. There's going to be another excuse me. You guys, I had such a good time Monday night. Make sure you look at my video Monday night. I lost my voice. I was like, whoa! So, now I'm yelling again. And so obviously I need to cough. Or what's that song? Let Me Clear My Throat. You guys remember that song? You guys should check it out. I think it's Rob Bass. No. Is it Rob Bass? Let me clear my throat. Okay, anyway, I go off all the time with music. But I just want to say, I want to encourage you guys, stop binging on the negativity. Just pay attention to the vloggers that can help you transform your life and get you here and help you here. And that way you can help others. I encourage you, start your own channel, live your life. Some guy sent me a video the other day on WhatsApp. I had no clue what the video was about, right? And I don't always click on videos. So I'm one of those people, I'll ask you, what is this video about? What is this video about? So I asked him, what is this video about? And he said, oh, it's just me. It's a video of me. I'm going to come and move to Sosua and I'm just making a pre-video. How good is that? How good is that? Like that's somebody, and the video is clean and nice. It's wonderful. And this is what we need more of. We need more people with positivity. The world right now where it's at is just unfair. Jason Case, you have a website with rental listings. If you go on Facebook and you look under Latin Living, you'll see a few things. Tim, better to keep away from religion, politics, and other people's vlogs. I love you, Tim. You're right. There's too much negativity going around. People want to be informed and entertained. Yes, you're right. Sosua, the wrong people come to Sosua for the wrong reason. Jojo TV said was, hey, Jojo. Hi, Cerise. How you doing today? I'm doing good, sweetheart. Joe, I just checked and he removed the video. Thanks for your great answer, Cerise. What video did he remove? I'll be scared to go to flip-flop. Laugh out loud. Why are you scared to go to flip-flop? MTPC, Cerise, you're a good person and there are many people who follow you. Oh, thank you, MTPC. Russell Rush, blessings and love. Blessings, sweetheart. Mr. Giles, they must stop giving that one guy his platform to be so negative. Yes, DJ Cool, and then Wilton, Rob Bass. It takes two to make a thing. I thought it was. Okay, yeah, it's not that we're necessarily giving people the platform either, because everyone's going to take their platform, but you're right. You guys, it's in your hands. And it's not only Mayor Sosua. Like, I like Mayor Sosua. Like, I'm not talking about Mayor Sosua. I don't think he's ever made a video about me. But I call him Mikey. He's entitled to his opinion about his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. But leave it for the locker room, not for the ice rink. You know what I'm saying? Leave that in the locker room with your boys. What you feel about another vlogger, talk about it in the locker room. I don't have perfect relationships with every vlogger. You know, I mean, I'm trying to think, but I had to get to know a couple of vloggers, like them as much as I like them now. I'm trying to think. Well, Mayor, I didn't want to call him out, but I didn't like Mayor because when he was connected to the other dude, who I'm not going to talk about right now because I don't want any comments on that right now. But I didn't like them because of what they were doing to Sosua, and they were exposing way too much information that needed to be exposed. Like, it was just ridiculous. It was like two kids that were just like doing something they just didn't need to do. So I had a real bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't ever want to meet him, and I didn't ever want to talk about him, and I never talked about him necessarily on my vlogs, like on my videos. But when I would speak to people in private, I would tell them I never met him before, and I really don't have any interest in meeting him. I'm a very straight cat. You guys know me. I'm a very straightforward person, and I just say what I want, and I don't cut things. I don't cut corners at all. And when I met him, I was like, wow, this guy is like a real sweetheart. And I'm not saying he's one person in his videos and then he's another person in the streets, because we all have different sides. But what I'm saying is he's entitled to his opinion. Um, but he shouldn't bring it to the forefront. Like, it's none of his business. Other people's vlogs are none of his business, right? But who am I to say that right now? Look what I'm doing. I'm talking about him, and maybe his vlog is about that. Maybe that's the content he wants to deliver, you guys. You know, there's people like Howard Stern that have made livings about exposing other people or embarrassing other people, right? There's very famous people out there who have become very wealthy and very well known through their negative content and also their negative platform. So I can understand how some people can get addicted to the attention that they may receive from giving negative content. I think, you know, and I think that's another reason why some of us, even I'm guilty of it. I'm always trying to think of the best title I can put out for my story times. And I don't want to like put something out on the story time that doesn't make sense to the story. And I don't want every title to be shocking either. But in order to be able to get certain views on certain videos, most vloggers have to think about a very good pen nail, like the thumbnail, the photo, and they also have to think about the title. And we do it because it's work, right? We do it because we enjoy it as well, most of us. But some people, they make their content about negativity, and they make their content about things that are other people's content. Some people, they just want to make their videos about cutting other people up. I'm going to start doing some form of that. So story time, let me just kind of digress for a second. Story time, you guys know I have story time. Well, lately I've been watching some true crimes on my, because I don't just want to make it about the Dominican Republic all the time just because I live here. You know, there's stories from all around the world, and a lot of you guys are sending stories from Amsterdam. You guys are sending me stories from Africa. You guys are sending me stories from Italy. And one thing you guys will always say to me when you send me your story is, I'm so sorry, Cerise, I'm not in the Dominican Republic, but I visited it before. And you know, I watch your videos, and I'm like, doesn't matter if you're here. You don't need. Wait, I don't need to always make the stories about the Dominican Republic, right? So I've decided that I'm going to do some true crime stories as well. And you know, it's not my story, but I'm going to talk about it. And it's not always going to be positive, but I'm going to talk about it. So I guess that's what some of these vloggers do, right? They pick all the other vloggers apart, but it's a little different because it's so close that it makes it uncomfortable. You know, they're not talking about another vlogger all the way in Thailand. They're talking about a vlogger that is just down the street from them, someone that they might bump into as they're going outside. And I don't know how much sense that makes, in my opinion. It's like, we need to use our common sense, right? And use our channels for, again, I don't want to talk about what they use their channels for, but I use my channel for you guys because I want you guys to gain really good info. And I think I just didn't waste. I think I just spent more time talking about everything going on here more than I would usually want to. But I think I'm only doing it as well to let you guys know that don't give up on your vloggers that do give you good info. Don't give up on your vloggers that are here for you and they are providing services for you when you come, and also businesses for you when you come. You know, Gregory at Flip Flop, don't be afraid to go there. He is not anywhere near a gangster in regards to being a bad boy. He knows how to hold his own. That's that's true. But he has a restaurant that he has to run, and he's a very serious business. Like he runs a restaurant, and you go to Flip Flop, and everything is pretty cool. Like, you get the girls, and they're like, "Welcome to Flip Flop." It's always fun. Every single time I go there, I know I'm going to meet somebody that's a viewer of my channel, of Mr. T's channel, of Rico Toro's channel, of Flip Flop's channel, like our core vloggers that are always right there. Man, no way. Or bow rakes, like we're all cool with each other. And I think we should all stay cool with each other. Sometimes I leave here, I go my front door, I walk down my front door because I'm in a barrio, I'm in a neighborhood, a Spanish neighborhood, Dominican neighborhood. I walk out my front door, I go down for about maybe 3-4 minute walk, and I'm on the beach. And then I keep walking, and it takes about another 2 minutes for me to get to Bo Rakes and Fast Freddy's. And I have a meal there. Or the other day, I just ordered a coffee at Fast Freddy's. The food is always good. The service is always impeccable. It's just for me fun loving. And then I can walk a little bit further and go up to Flip Flop, keep going by him, and then I can keep going up by Mateo, and then I can keep going up. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember where else I go in between, but not too many places, and then I end up at Plan B. All the way up the street, all the way up Pedro Clasante. We're all going to see each other, most of us vloggers. If we live in Sosua, we're most likely going to run into each other, see each other, and everything. So I don't get why there's so much contention going on, so much talking going on. And we don't do this normally. Don't pick in other people's eyes. Focus on your own eye. That's all I have to say. There's an old Bible saying, and it says, don't pick the speck out of someone else's eye when you have a log in yours. And that is a very good Bible saying, because what it says is don't pick on other people that seem to be doing wrong, because you don't know exactly what is happening. It's like that other Bible story of the guy, and sorry, I forget which passage it is, I forget what story it is and stuff like that, but there is, and I don't even know if I'm going to have the story right, but there is the tax collector, and then there's the Christian. This was even before Christianity. So let's say the religious man. Okay, so there's the tax collector, and then there's the religious man. And both of them are in trouble, right? And they're both about to get, I guess, hung or whatever. And the regular guy, he thinks he's going to get favor from God. And he's like, oh, I know I'm going to go to heaven because I'm just so pious and I'm just so perfect and everything. And he's like talking to God and praying to God, and he's so cocky about it. And then the other guy, who's the tax collector, he's like, I'm so sorry for what I've done. I'm so embarrassed. Like, I can't even face you. You're just so amazing. Like, please forgive me. Who do you think went to heaven? The humble one. Well, that's the old Bible fables. You might not be a religious person or a Christian or whatever, but I'm just saying it's a fable. And what we're supposed to learn from that, is humble thyself. Don't just always think, oh, I'm just so great and I'm just doing this and stuff like, no, not at all. When I see someone in Sosua and they come up to me and they're like, Cerise, oh my gosh, I watch all your videos. I think to myself, thank you very much. And they're like, oh, you're so popular. And in my head, it doesn't register that way at all, because I was on the field before in Toronto. I did a little television before in Toronto when I was in Toronto, a little bit of television, a lot of radio, and it doesn't go to my head, and it doesn't register in my head that way, because I think to myself, oh, okay, maybe I'm popular, but only to people who are coming to the Dominican Republic. And I don't have half as many views as some of the people that I actually watch on YouTube, right? So it's not that I compare myself to people who are so much better, or, at least I don't look at people who are in a lower position and say, I'm better. I would never do that. I would never ever do that. I humble myself always, always, always. And, you know, I would be that person that's about to be crucified and just be like, I'm so sorry for what I've done, you know? Um, I don't know, right? Like, I mean, the other night I went out, did a video at Goddess Lounge. I had too many drinks. You guys watch the video, you'll see. You can hear it in my voice today, 2 days later. But I was enjoying life. Next morning, yesterday morning, I woke up and I was like, oh God, please forgive me. I'm staying in the house for the next 2 days. And I did. I stayed in the house yesterday and then stayed in the house all day today. Got so much work done. And then tomorrow I'm heading right back to Goddess Lounge because Sylvester's leaving and my buddy Sylvester. And if you guys are going to be here, come on over. We're going to be in Goddess Lounge at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Come, it's a beautiful seaside restaurant. It's so gorgeous, and we're gonna get wings. We're gonna get potatoes and salad. We can swim in the water, whether it's on the beach or if it's in a pool. It's a really great location. I love it. So guys, I just want to get back to, you know, living in the Dominican Republic and stuff of that nature. Come on, save money. But at the same time, don't think that you're going to come here and get some beautiful, you know, seaside view for like 200 bucks. Just don't message me with that, because I am that straight up cat that's going to come back at you and be like, no, I don't have that for you. There's a few people that will contact me for some miraculous deals that aren't available. They could be available closer to low season. You know, they're not crazy suggestions that you guys have. They could be closer to low season. Low season is like cottage season in Canada, if you don't know. So it usually goes from like May until November, low season. And that's when everything is a lot cheaper here. And if you are a person who's an economical traveler and you want to save money and you want a beautiful villa and you don't want to pay like 200 bucks a night for a wonderful, gorgeous villa, and you only want to pay like 80 bucks a night, then you should come in the summertime of like North American summer. But if you are coming Christmas, I had a guy contact me the other day and he wanted a villa for 8 people. So I'm just assuming that's like a 4-bedroom villa, 5-bedroom villa, you know, something like that. And he said, no, he wants a 9-bedroom villa. Each person is going to have their own room. And they want a spare room just in case someone comes. So I'm like, okay, well, I have something like that, but you're going to be paying about $550 a night. And he was like, that's too expensive. And I said, okay, well, I have something else where you can pay $250 a night. And he's like, okay, send me photos. So I sent him photos of the one that is $550. Sent him the one that's $250. And I could get the one that's $550 down to $500 a night. The one that's $250, I already hustled. There's no lower I can go with it. And he said, well, the $250 one is nice, but I'm not going to pay $250 a night. That's just ridiculous. Everything's negotiable in the Dominican Republic. Tell them I'll give them $100 a night to $150. Tell me what they say. I'm like, dude, this is a villa. If you want a house, you can get a house with a pool, but this is a villa. A villa is a little different. Like, it actually is beautiful. It's perfect, you know, but you can just get a regular house that's not really a villa, like a casa, and, you know, you can enjoy yourself in it the same way. And he's like, well, what's the difference? I'm like, well, a villa is just a little more upper crust, in my opinion, right? A house is more like, you know, a villa, but it's just a different style. Like, it doesn't have your different roof or anything like that, you know, like your kind of tropical look. And he was like, well, get me something else. Oh, just really bossy and everything. And I said, you get yourself something else. This is what I got. And I showed you what I got, and that's it. And he was surprised. He was like, oh, okay, I didn't mean to be rude to you. No, you did. You did. You meant to be rude to me. You don't know. You just think you're talking to someone in the Dominican Republic, and I'm just going to be like, yes, sir, I'm going to get you whatever you want. No, I don't think so. Go to Airbnb. That's what I tell them all the time. Go to Airbnb, go find your own apartment. That's what I tell them all the time when they come to me and they say, well, I can get a place in Puerto Plata for this much. And you're, well, then go to Puerto Plata. And I won't deal with them again. As once people start complaining to me about what they can get or what they have, and it's in a total different area, and they don't even know what they're talking about, I will say to them first, it's a little different in this area. In Sosua, Cabarete, it's a little different. It's a little bit more expensive, and than it is in Puerto Plata. And then they'll get back to me and they're like, oh, okay. And if they say that to me, we're good. We can move forward. But if they get back to me and then they're like, okay, well, what's the difference? Like, okay, I'll roll with that. What's the difference? And I tell them, this one's more touristy. And then they say, oh, okay. And if they come back with, well, let me talk to the landlord because I can negotiate down with the landlord. I'm already like, no, I'm out of there because I've already negotiated every single landlord down by a couple of hundred than what they originally quote me. I'm not going to have the landlords be ripped off. I work with the landlords just as much as I work with you guys. I really do. And I pride myself on that, actually. I really do, because I have to live with a lot of the landlords. My landlord lives across the street. Doesn't live across the street, sorry. His pharmacy is across the street, my landlord. And he lives all the way over in another part of the area, but he works here every day. And, I gain a lot of respect from him. I filled up his whole apartment building. And, I'm proud of that. He makes that profit. I don't. They're not my apartments. I make a small profit off finder's fee when I tell you guys you have to pay me $50 to find the apartment for you, and stuff like that, to help you out here and stuff and everything. But yeah, no, I have to live amongst the locals. So I'm not trying to rip them off. I live with them, and I have a lot of respect here, and I give a lot of respect. So, I think that's overall, I look out for the landlords. And I look out for you guys as well to get the lowest price. Let me see. DJ Cool, let me clear my throat. Oh, DJ Cool, let me clear my throat. That's it. Juan Carlos, that guy looking for attention. Yeah. I know who he is. What guy? What guy are you talking about? Mr. Giles, but he is super negative. Oh, yes, okay. But he is super negative and he turns on everyone. And because he is right about, people tend to think he had some truth to his story. Cigar talk. Hola, cigar talk. Hugs and kisses. Rich's method. When she said the piece that the island is going to offer you, my first thought was Lost from the series. I never really did get into that series. Russell Rush, negativity makes the world go around. People and the media feed on it. Absolutely. Cigar talk. What did I miss? Cigar talk. Is this Q&A? Russell Russ. Y'all, the Sua family to me. We are all family. Cigar talk. Call a spade. None of this NS. Nice stuff. NS is nice stuff. Tim, Matthew 7:1. Oh, Tim, Matthew 7:1. Oh, okay. So Matthew chapter 7, verse 1-3, King James Version. In case any of you guys are reading that and you're wondering what the Matthew 7:1-3 KJV stands for, King James was a king and he made his own version of the Bible. So King James Version. Judge not that ye be not judged. So don't judge people unless you want to be judged. And Jojo, salute to the chat. Hey everyone, Jojo says hi. Cigar talk. And now a bunch of other clowns are in on it. It's unfortunate and sad. It is unfortunate. Sylvain says, salute Jojo. Jojo says, Sylvain, que lo que, bro. Cigar talk. These are not dumb dudes, just misguided energy. Oh, cigar talk. I agree with you. Most of these dudes that are just in on all these videos, they have so much to say. And if they use their platform differently, oh my gosh, it would be so awesome. Like there was one guy that used his platform for music, like classical music, and he got way more views than he did from any of the negative videos he put up. And I was so proud of him. And he still has that video up, and I hope he keeps it up. But I really do want him to do more content like that because he found his niche and he's just not paying attention to it. Jojo, we need a live, bro. Yes, Jojo made a video the other day and I loved it. You guys go check it out. I actually subscribed to him after I saw it. Cigar Talk, the video is free sitting on the beach in a lounger. Oh, sorry, the view is free sitting on the beach in a lounger. Let's see. Rohawk, hi Cerise, one question, how is the weather in May? Ooh, the weather in May here is going into summer. It's hot. It's nice. Some like it hot. Jojo, Sylvain, I have 12 more days of work before I have a day off again. I was thinking going live during Thanksgiving cooking. That's on the 26th, Jojo. Let us know. I will tune in. Greg, you did the right thing. Well handled. What did I do, Greg? Or who are you talking to? Who did the right thing? Altagracia en la casa. Mwah. Hi, Cerise, looking pretty. Thank you, baby. Sylvain, we be watching JoJo. You be good, bro. I like JoJo. I watched JoJo's last video that he did put out. Not the last one, but the other one where he was speaking up, and I really appreciated it a lot. And I was like, wow, JoJo, you got some. You got some might and some power, and I can certainly appreciate that. And overall, guys, let me see how much minutes we have on here. 2 hours. Well, guys, I'm going to cut out soon, only because I don't want my internet to cut out before I do. How is the internet connection, by the way? I'll be right back. I'm going to refill. Let me see. So how's the internet connection? Live life. You should try link and affiliated marketing to your YouTube channel, Cerise. It's nice. I don't know how to do that, Live Life. You're the professional at that, Mr. Tennessee. Was it Tennessee or was it Tallahassee? Tallahassee. Yes or no? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's an inside joke, guys. Sorry. Jackson Jeter, kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? You did, brother. But good internet. Thank you, Tim. No, hero. No. Hear him telling me I have to pick him up. Just let him yap for a moment. Tim, I gotta come down one time to Punta Cana soon. I know somebody who I'm supposed to. I hear my neighbors yelling. I have to come down soon. I'm supposed to see somebody in down there who I spoke to already a few months ago, and I told him I was going to come down there and meet up with him in person. His name's Mario. I met him on Facebook. Never met him in real life. And Live Life, Tallahassee. That's right. That's something else. But at least you made it back home. No, Jay's growling at the neighbors outside. She's a very good enforcer. So yeah, guys, you know what? Come to Sosua. Don't worry about anything. There's no beefs going on. There's a few people who are expressing their opinions, and there's a few people letting them know not to do it. We all have to live our life here, and we're all entitled to what we want to do in regards to what services we want to offer you, how much we want to charge. There is no regulation on, services or anything. Nobody should really be talking too much if they're not doing much themselves. Like, I think anybody that's here and they are living here, they should be helping some way, helping tourists come here, or helping tourists when they are here, like helping the government by bringing tourists here, and then when tourists are here, helping them with services. I don't know, I think that's a good idea. I help people here every day, not tourists only. I help Dominicans more every single day, Haitians now too. And I never really had too many Haitians in my life here until like last month when I moved here, and my landlord, I had a few Haitian friends. Obviously, I live here, right? But they were more not people who I would really hang out with all the time. I would see them when I was out somewhere, and we hang out when I see them and stuff of that nature. But now that I have my landlord's helper, I call him a helper, but he's more than that. Like, he's the owner of the street pretty much, and he's also like everything. If I need anything at the store, if I need him to come with me to, I did a video with him trying to help to find him a girlfriend. If I need to go to like Cabarete, he's my motor control, all that. So like, yeah, we need to help people here. And the only way we can help ourselves is when we help others. We can't beat each other down. What's that going to do? Why are we beating each other down? Why are we condemning everybody else, what services they offer, what they're doing? Half of these people who are creating some disturbances, before they came here, they weren't renting out apartments. Now they're all renting out apartments. Do you see me on here talking about how, oh, they're trying to take my bread? No, not at all. Because you want to know why? Mr. T says it perfectly. Mr. T from Educated Traveler channel. There is enough cheese in the cheese factory for every single mouse. Half of these people who are running their mouths off on their vlogs are doing things that they got from my channel. I don't say anything to them. I encourage them because I know how many apartments are out there, and I know how much they can encourage you guys to come here so we can all give back to the country here. Okay? That is just common sense. But when we start condemning people for the services that they're offering because they're a little bit more expensive than that we think they need to be, that's when we start to become very viral, very toxic. Viral, toxic. That's when we start to become like, just regurgitation. We just become like vomit. We don't become really important. We become like somebody else's past information, and we just go there to, look at the big chunks. That's it. What are you going to get out of vomit? You just kind of look at it and you walk away from it. But it can't help you when you come here. It can't do anything for you. My battery's about to run out. It can't do anything for you. So I'm encouraging you guys that please don't think that this place is about corruption. Don't think that this place is about bad guys. Don't think this place is about craziness. Whatever Gregory said, flip-flop, whatever you guys said today, he's saying it because there's some frustration going on probably, like his party almost got shut down, something that he worked forward to. He worked forward to, he looked forward to, and he's not the only one. There's people who plan their trips to come here for the Paradise Life Party. People booked their trip around it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They cut off their work. They took a flight here. They planned their flight here, all for a party that they knew they were going to enjoy. Of course, Gregory is upset. There's no feud going on here. There's nothing. He's just trying to bring it to a null and void type of non-important thing now. He's like, this should be null and void. This is not important. You have something to say? Shut your mouth. And that's it. Don't be talking so much. And I mean, I don't have any hate for anyone. I really don't. I have love for everyone, but I just want you guys to all come here and have a really good time. I want you guys to come down here and just go into the water, and, you know, if you have an injury, go into the salt water and allow it to heal you. If you have any, you know, like friends and family that you want to come visit, come and do that, and come eat the food. Try some sancocho, try some, in the morning, some Santo Domingo coffee, and try some Mama Juana, you know, try La Bandera, all these little things. La Bandera is their national plate here. Mama Juana is a national cool shot. You know, Santo Domingo is the coffee here. I love it, you know. Come try a Presidente. It's a beer. Their Brugal, their rum. You know, come try their cheese, their white cheese, fried white cheese. Their today's golpe, you know, is the breakfast in the morning. Come do different things, and don't listen to all that crap, because it's only going to be there for a moment. This too shall pass. There are a lot of good vloggers out there giving a lot of great info. Okay? Never mind about what anyone is saying or what they're doing. I love Gregory. Gregory is like my brother. Mr. T, Rico Toro, all those guys. Like, please just don't trash, and don't listen to the trash. Okay? I don't know. I just have to say that blessings to everybody. You know, loads of love to everyone. You know, there's some real issues going on around the world. There's some moms that are pregnant right now, and they don't know if their baby's going to survive. You know, there's some people who got hit by a car today, and they may succumb to their injuries. There's some people who are on stage 4 cancer, and they're watching this and they're listening to this, and they may not have another few months left. There's people who are facing some real challenges in life, and I don't think that they're trying to find these negative vlogs that are going around. I think they're trying to find some positive information so they can see the beautiful seas. Some people are making their last trips. Some people are depressed and they just want to come here and they just want to live a life of peace and innocence. So, you know, those of you who have been making videos that are negative, you might want to change yourself around a little bit too. You might want to see what else you are made of. You know, you might want to see what your positive videos can do. You know, it's not always about the views. I know I can make some videos that will get me some thousands and thousands of views, especially if I go and play a Sosua right here and just show some girls in bikinis and use it as a thumbnail, or say the word P, you know, prostitution. Anyone that puts that title in their video is going to get a lot of views. But I stay away from that stuff out of respect for the people here and out of respect for the country, 100%. So my story times, even, I try to come up with some really good, you know, shocking titles for you guys, but I also don't want to shock it so much that I make the story seem like it's, you know, like a horror, and it's not really. Although I am going to start making story times a little bit scarier, missing people and stuff like that, because there's so many things going on around the world, like missing people. You know, could you imagine if I do a video of a missing person? It could help them be found. And plus, it's just interesting info for you guys as well to teach you how to take good care of yourselves. And so I'm going to be offering that as well. But in any case, guys, we're all going to figure out what we're going to put on our vlogs. But I just want to say that there's going to be some negative vlogs out there. Don't encourage them. Please don't encourage them. They don't make sense at all. And some of them are just based upon just negativity. And you really don't need that in your life. And you don't need to go, especially if you are driving and you're listening to the vlog, or especially if you're going to sleep and you're listening to the vlog. You know, you don't need that in your life. There's too much negativity going on right now. But in any case, guys, I am going to go to my room and I am going to watch some television, and I am going to do the paradise life thing, and that is going to relax. Oh my gosh, it was such a beautiful day today. It rained out a lot. It's so interesting. The days that I always choose to stay home, they always end up raining. I love it. But tomorrow's going to be a busy day. And I'm also not only going to Goddess Lounge tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm going to go look for some new, I don't know, I really want like a new setup for you guys when I do my live to airs and my videos. I want like a nice cute little chair, either pink or blue or yellow. I'm thinking pink because I like pink, but I will get yellow or blue, you know, but something really funky and designed very well. I want some candles around me because I do love candles. I always have a candle burning or something of that nature, and I don't share that with you guys. You guys don't know that about me. I used to make candles back in the day, right? I had a business called Body and Mind Discoveries way back in the day, and I used to sell oils and candles and all that stuff, diffusers, when I was like 28 years old. So to like pharmacies in Canada. And I used to go to New Jersey to go get the oil scents. Go figure, they didn't have them in Canada yet. So I am that person that likes to burn oils and burn candles, and I want to share that with you guys. You know, maybe in my affiliate program, Live Life, maybe I can get into all that. But I want to have like a little live to air area, and I think I'm going to do it in my bedroom. I'm not quite sure. Might do it in my bedroom. I'm still looking for the area to do it in. If you guys have any ideas, you guys let me know. But I just want to tell you that I love you so much. Huge hugs, loads of love, and big blesses. Of course, I'm going to let you see what we're doing tomorrow from Goddess Lounge. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at any last questions. Let me just look at the last questions because I want to be fair. Internet good, Live Life, Tallahassee. Greg, puppy, would be great to meet you. Thank you, Tim. Looking forward to meeting you. Let's just hook it up. For sure. Steve, hey Cerise, sorry I'm late. Was in Ostera, Toscana, and Sosua. Oh, Steve, enjoying a gorge carbonara. What's a gorge carbonara? And lemon chicken with a good slug of tinto. Carlo Rossi? Tinto Bino, you mean, right? Bino Rojo? Tim, I will be down for the most winter and plan to spend some time in Puerto Plata and Sosua area. Let me know when you're here. We can meet up. Steve, your hair looks like it's supernatural power today. Love it. I have it up in a bun on top. So it's a rainy day. So when it's a rainy day, my hair always gets fuzzy due to the humidity. But thank you. Greg, cheese. I love your old videos of the cheese place. I know, I just live down the street from it. I have to go there, Greg. Tim, heading to the saltwater hot tub soon for some healing. Hot water? Saltwater hot tub. That sounds great. Steve, night, lovey. Night, baby. Sweet dreams, honey. Joe, good night. Keith, good night, honey. Robert, Bruce, Robert from Toronto, and hope to see you this winter. Is that Robert? I hope to see you again too, sweetheart. Okay, guys, good night. Enjoy your day. Oh, wait, Joe, I live in Ottawa, Ontario, by the way. I partied a lot in Regent Park clubs in the 90s. I'm a Regent Parker. You partied in Regent Park? What were you doing in the hood? Joe, you got a story there. Joe got a story. Joe said Regent Park. That's like saying well, it's not like saying the Bronx. That's like saying Flatbush. Is it like saying Flatbush? Or is it like saying Washington Heights? It's like saying Washington Heights. That's where I came from. Kind of. I didn't come from Washington Heights. I'm not New Yorker, but where I come from is kind of like that. Cigar talk. Mwah. Good night. And yes, that Robert. Robert, I look forward to seeing you, honey. And one more. Joe, laugh out loud. Yeah, Joe, what were you doing in the hood? Here, you said laugh out loud, but you didn't say anything else after being in the hood of Regent Park partying. I know Regent. I was born and raised in there, those stomping grounds. In the 90s? Oof. Then you partied hard. Did you ever go to, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot the name. I partied in the 90s there, but oh my God, Relics. Relics. Did you ever go to Relics? Maybe I saw you in Relics at one time. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go take a nice shower right now. I'm just a little hot and sweaty, and I wanna do my hair, get it all up and did. Let me see. Is that an answer from Joe? Yes, it is. I went to school in TO in the late 90s. You went to school in the late 90s, so that means that you're probably my younger sister's age. Do you know Darla? I shouldn't say her name. She's the one I don't want anyone to know. I'm joking. All my family's crazy. And fun. Where do you think I come from? I come from good seed. Okay, guys. I gotta go. He said, nope, laugh out loud. Okay, Joe. Well, maybe you should go on my Facebook and see if you have any mutual friends as me, because most of my Facebook is Regent Parkers and Dominicans. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me on this live to air. Thank you so much for subscribing if you already haven't. Thank you so much for all of the love. Holy smoly macaroni. When you guys come here, you always hit me up, and even though we're not able to see each other, sometimes, most times, it's just changing so much every day. But even though we might not be able to see each other, you guys still tell me all about your vacation. And for me, that is so special. You'll contact me. Hi, Cerise, I arrived. You have a whole plan. I have a whole plan. But then you'll be like, hey, Cerise, I left. And I had a good time, and I'll be back in January, or I'll be back right away. Most of you guys tell me what your new plans are, and I thank you for that. So thank you always for keeping me in the loop. If you have any questions, look, just give me a call, because I love you all. I really do. Just give me a call. Well, give me a text or a voice note. Calling, I can't always answer calls because I'm always so busy, but give me a voice note or a message on WhatsApp. 829-702-7726. You guys are all so special to me. Take care. Bye-bye.